Okay, this is the second video for the Unit 6 assignment. What's the value of p in the equation of the line px plus 2y plus 8 is 0, such that the x-intercept is 4? When the x-intercept is 4, that means the y value is 0. So we're going to plug y of 0 into our equation and x of 4 into our equation. We will evaluate at that point. So p times 4, p times x, plus 2 times 0, 2 times y, plus 8 is 0. 4p plus 0 plus 8 is 0. 4p is negative 8. We're just rearranging. Solving for p, divide both sides by 4, and p is equal to negative 8 over 4, which is negative 2. So we would choose C here for negative 2. So this thing here, they say what the x-intercept is. Use it. That's a point. X-intercept happens at, well, when y is 0 and x is whatever they tell you it is. So evaluate at that point. Next, for a service call, a plumber charges $95 initial fee plus $45 for each hour he works. What's an equation to represent the total cost for the hours of work? This is a graph that the y-intercept is not 0. That would be if there was no call-out fee. $95 initial fee is somewhere up here, and $45 an hour means 1 hour, you go up $45. Next hour, you go up another $45. Next hour, another $45. But you started with $95 just to get to show up, just to get the plumber to show up. So the slope here, how fast it's rising each hour, is 45. The y-intercept, what happens at time of 0, so that's our time and that's our dollars, is 95 bucks. So the equation is 45x plus 95, and 45x plus 95. I apologize for the way these are showing up. I don't know what to say. This happened in a few of these things that I didn't notice ahead of time. But the number of dollars is our outcome. It's our y variable. So number of dollars for however many hours of work, $45 per hour times however many hours, plus just 95 bucks. So C is 45t, it's a t, plus 95. C is 45t plus 95. There or there, they say the same thing. This is our good choice. The rest of these are all kind of close, but with a negative sign or the C's and the T's flipped around. Points S and T are on a line. Which equation represents a line that's perpendicular to this line and has the same y-intercept? So S and T, S is at 410 and T is at negative 2, negative 8, yep. And we want a line that's perpendicular to this and has the same y-intercept. So first, we need to figure out what perpendicular means. Perpendicular means that we want the negative reciprocal slope. So what's the slope? Slope is rise over run, change in y over change in x. Here, 10 minus negative 8 is our y, that's 18. 4 minus negative 2 is our change in x, that's 6. 18 over 6 is 3. The slope is 3. A perpendicular line to a slope of 3 will have a slope of negative 1/3, which answers our question. There's only one of these that have a slope of negative 1/3 x. It has to be A. But if we want to keep going, and we want to have the same y-intercept, just to be extra sure, for the y-intercept, we know the slope is 3. We just found that a second ago. If we know about the point here, t, negative 2, negative 8, and we want to reach the y-axis, we know we're going to have to take 2 steps to the right and 3, and then another 3 steps up, so 6 steps up. So we can start there, walk over a little bit, walk over a little bit more, or walk over twice to the right and 6 up. Same result. So if we're going over to the right twice, this negative 2 is going to be moving up to negative 1 and then 0. So that's 0 over here. And if we're moving up 3 and then 3 again, that gets us to negative 5 and then eventually to negative 2. So our final y value here will be negative 2. So the y-intercept should be negative 2 and There it is. What's the x and y intercept of this relation? 4x minus 5y plus 5 is 0. We can, of course, graph it, and I recommend that you do. But if you don't, or if even in addition to, which is my real preference, that you do both, we know that to find the x-intercept, we just set y to 0, solve for x. So if y becomes 0, this term goes away, 4x plus 5 is 0. We're at here now. Solve for x, 4x equals negative 5, x equals negative 5 over 4, which is negative 1 1/4. That means it's got to be b. As soon as we find our x-intercept, we know it has to be b. But we can double check with the y. That's where we set the x to 0. This term becomes 0. 0 times anything is 0. So 0 minus 5y plus 5 is 0. Negative 5y plus 5 is 0. Move that negative 5y over. So 5 is equal to 5y. Divide both sides by 5. Cancel, 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 cancel. 1 is y. So here we have y is 1. X equals negative 1.25. We already thought it was b, and now we have confirmation. I'm going to make this video shorter because I think that it's just easier for everybody if that's the case. So next video soon.